All right, let's jump into some new music. So, one of my favorite artists, I am not afraid to be biased about this. I love this man. Black dropped a single, Since I Have a Lover. It is the title track for his album, Since I Have a Lover, coming out March 24th. How'd you feel about Since I Have a Lover?
I really, really loved it. I was listening to it on my bike on the way over here, like really beautiful soundtrack music.
Yeah.
I feel like this album is gonna be something really special. I
Mm,
could just tell he poured his heart into it.
yeah.
He was really singing, and
Mm,
I'm just so excited to see him make his return. I've been listening to Black since like the very beginning,
mm.
and I missed him, so I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I love that you said soundtrack music because literally as I was walking to work playing it, just looking up at all the tall New York City buildings, I was like, this feels like one of those songs where you're like walking, like let's say you are walking, like someone's walking to a big job interview, and you're just like, I feel like you would just hear this as
Yeah.
someone is walking through a movie. But yeah, I love when Black does upbeat stuff. A lot of people have tried to pigeonhole him into the sad boy, mellow type stuff, and he's been working on like music theory and instrumentation over the years. And obviously, he took a long break since East Atlanta Love Letter. And with this song, it's like, okay, you're coming back with something different. Like you went away for a while, and he wasn't fully away. He was doing a lot of features, and he gave us Six Piece Hot in 2020. But like this album, and I've heard it early. It's really good. It's really good. It's very very good, and he's really evolving the sound. I love the writing here. I mean, obviously Nick and I have debated this a lot, whether he's a rapper or an R&B singer, and I love that he fuses his rap flows within his crooning. But Since I Have a Lover, like it really doesn't sound like anything he's ever made before.
Yeah.
Like I know he had that song Seasons with Khalid that maybe is comparable, but this one like the instrumentation and the tempo of it, the cadences, all that, like it's different. It's different. Like it's something that I can see transcending the what I would think his fan base is. Like I think he's very rooted within hip hop and R&B, but I think this is something that can really transcend to other fans of other genres. So I'm really excited for the album, for everyone to hear the album. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've listened to it every day since I happened to come upon it. But yeah, Black he's that guy. He's that guy. I really think he's one of like the top acts within this era of R&B, hip hop fusion, whatever you want to call it. Like I really think he's one of the best, writing wise,
Yeah.
everything. Like he kills all his features. So
Yeah, he's definitely one of the ones. Also, I feel like the way that song ended, like the outro of it, I know the transition into the next song is gonna go crazy. Like
it's
I
good.
feel like there's a lot of cool transitions in this album.
There are, there
Yeah,
are, there
I
are.
love that. Like good transition throughout albums is
Yeah,
like candy to me.
yeah, yeah. So I love that he took his time with it because you can absolutely tell with the attention to detail. So yeah, Nicki Minaj dropped Red Ruby Da Sleaze, which so and we were talking about this off camera, like just what as soon as you play it, immediately recognize the sample. Lumi D's Never Leave You. You feel like you're transported to 2003, and you're just like, but
Yeah.
it's just like it's one of those songs that's gonna go on forever. Like it's
Of
kind of
course.
like Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. Like you hear it at a party, and you're just like, yes, like this is it's forever. This is
Yeah.
timeless. It's
Hmm.
absolutely timeless. But the way Nicki flipped it and turned it into something where she could really get her gritty flex bars off. Like I thought it was a really great song. Like this is probably the best song I've heard from Nicki in quite some time, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I really enjoyed it. I feel like I just love hearing Nicki go in with the power like automatically,
Yeah,
especially over an iconic sample. Like she's been getting into that bag recently, like super
yeah,
sneaky girl also.
yeah.
So I definitely really enjoyed the sound of it. I have my like opinions about Nicki Minaj,
Hmm.
but strictly just speaking about like the vibe of this song and how it made me feel, like I'm definitely excited to just like bump this around my house, like
Hmm.
on the treadmill. It's just it's Nicki Minaj like doing what she does best.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to say it, I will. Throwing shots at Meg the Stallion at this point, very weird.
Very weird.
No need for that. Like,
Absolutely unnecessary.
I, and that's Nikki's kind of her own worst enemy in that way. Like, she gets caught up in the drama and the
Yeah.
spiciness and all that. But like, and it didn't take away from the song. I really like the song. I'm just like, why? Like, why'd you have to throw that shot at Meg? Like,
Someone's
it just
feeling
doesn't make sense to
threatened.
me. And then comparing herself to Karl Malone, the very problematic NBA player who's had inappropriate relationships with underage women. Like there's other similes and metaphors you could find. Like if you know basketball, you compare yourself to any other player. But you know, Nicki's Nicki. She's gonna she's gonna sneak in some pettiness, some
Mhm.
spiciness, and she's gonna stand 10 toes on her problematic lines. But you know, like I said, Red Ruby Da Sleaze, really great record. Like I've definitely been listening to it, even if those few lines I'm kind of roll my eyes at it. You just like
Yeah.
you roll your eyes at
We're
it.
just
but-
gonna we're just gonna like not listen to that part and then just like listen to the rest of the song.
Yeah, yeah. J Hope and J Cole on the street. Now I'll be honest, and I don't want BTS stans or anyone to jump me. Like I really don't listen to K-pop at all. I got familiar with J Hope this summer because he dropped his own solo album, and so seeing J Cole jump on a K-pop artist song, I was like, holy shit! Like, all right, Cole, like this is a big move. I can't think of any big rappers who have done this before Cole
Mhm.
jumped with K-pop artists. I'm like, all right, shit, Cole, like this is really dope. And feature versus J. Cole, as we know, like he goes crazy on his features. And so this song felt like it's like a really inspirational song, like almost like a coming of age
Yeah.
type of song. Like I don't know, something that I hear and I want to like achieve something. Like I want to do something. And I love that J Hope rapped in like both English and Korean as well. And then Cole coming in and talking his shit. Like I think he threw a shot at Billboard and Vibe, saying like, you know, if there's a top 10 list, I'm looking at it like a golden corral. I understand, Cole. I would have ranked you higher if it was me, but I love hearing Cole talking shit. Like that's the most
Yeah.
enjoyable part. I think Wango, I don't know if you know Wango Khan, but he tweeted one day, he was like, I love when Cole raps like he's not broke. Like to talk about the money you got, like talk your shit, flex, Cole. And so
Yeah.
I really like the record.
Definitely. I also I don't ever listen to K-pop, but I thought it was cool. Like I definitely love seeing the blending of the worlds because you know like K-pop globally is like the biggest thing
It's
ever.
massive.
It's massive. And so to see someone like J. Cole hopping on a song with like a prominent K-pop artist is really exciting. I definitely agree. Like feature Cole, like he comes in and he does what he needs to do.
Every
and I love
time.
hearing Cole I couldn't agree more with you. Like I love hearing Cole talk his shit. And yeah, I don't know if it's like a song that I'm gonna be like putting on my rotation regularly just because again, like I'm not a huge K-pop listener.
Yeah.
But like I love that for J. Cole. I love that for the K-pop stands and for the percentage of the population that are K-pop and J. Cole stands. Like this is really like this is like the Avengers coming together for them.
Yeah, especially because like J Hope looked up to Cole his whole career. Like I think Jordan Rose at Complex did an article where like BTS named one of their albums after Friday Night Lights, and then like J Hope named a song after something to do with Cole. Like there's a whole timeline of like their relationship, and then they met, and then they did the record together. So I know that was huge for J Hope, and like he's huge as is. J Cole is huge as is. So coming together, it's like when they did the Jimmy Neutron to Timmy Turner collab on Nickelodeon.
Literally, like the That's So Raven Hannah Montana crossover,
Yes,
like crazy crossover
yes,
episode.
exactly. Like it's just like wow. Like my friend Regina Cho, she was thrilled about it because she's Korean and she's a huge J Cole fan. So she's like, what the fuck? Like Cole being the first rapper to do a record with a K-pop artist, like it's just dope on so many levels. Like this is the really dope shit about music is seeing your favorite artists do other things that you like not just sticking to one thing. Like when Drake did Honestly Nevermind, I love that because I grew up loving that type of music.
You loved Honestly Nevermind.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm like excited about that because
I was about to say
no,
Annabelle.
I'm not coming for you right now. I feel seen. Like people are bullying the hell out of me for loving Honestly Nevermind, and I love that album.
Okay, cool. This is why we're here. We're here. I think it's an A name thing. Like we're just the best because we're at the top of the list.
We are.
The alphabet. But yeah,
list.
Honestly Nevermind is fantastic. What are your favorite songs on there?
I really love Sticky. I really love Massive and Flights Booked.
Flights Booked is fantastic.
Flights Booked is so good. Like, and I was making the best summer memories to that album, so it also has like such deep value to me, like with the memories it's attached to.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, it being a surprise project, Drake going in that direction. Like, I can praise Honestly Nevermind on and on and on. But I tell my girl all the time, like, we drove down to Jersey Shore during the summer and we played that album the whole way and just singing along to it, like looking at each other, being all romantic. Like,
no, that's so
beautiful.
Real. Like, I was falling in love this summer too. Like, me and my boyfriend were on like one of those electric scooters in LA, like listening to Flights Booked in our headphones.
And you're actually in California. Like, wow.
Yeah, like we had just got off the flight. I'm like, oh, it's like definitely like a falling in love in the summer type album.
You know what? We're here.
We're so
here.
connected right now.
We're here.
I see you. Yeah.
We're here. And lastly, Don Toliver, Lovesick. Like, how do you feel about Don Toliver as a whole?
I like Don Toliver. I feel like I've never been one to like really dive into his discography. He has a couple songs that I really, really love.
Yeah.
And I think like his ability to make music that is very spacey and like psychedelic feeling is really unique. I love the song with Justin Bieber is what I'm hearing the most talk about. So like Justin Bieber
Private
getting back
Landing.
into like his journals sound
Yeah.
was, I'm like a day one Justin Bieber fan.
Me too. I'm not gonna front. I had Bieber fever coming up. I did. I had Bieber fever.
I'm
not ashamed to say it.
Yeah, big Bieber fever. I'm in the Justin Bieber movie, the Never Say Never movie.
You're in it?
Yeah, I was interviewed at a concert.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have like the lore, like with me and Justin Bieber, but I really enjoyed that track.
Wow.
On the Don Toliver album. I think in general, like the features he had were crazy. He had like Toro y Moi, Tizo Touchdown, Tisa Korean. Like he really had a really great James Blake,
Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really expansive album. Like he's taking it in a different direction. I think it would be easy to pigeonhole him because he's under Travis. And granted, like they're both very versatile, but similar to you, like I love that he really tried a lot. Like Bus Stop with Brent kind of had like a Jersey club feel to it, Baltimore type bounce to it, and then Private Landing with Future is just like more of your like trap rap type track, but still dope. And hearing Future in that pocket, and Bieber stepping back into the bag that we love him in, and the Tizo Touchdown song is actually probably my favorite song from the project right now.
It is a great song. I really love it. I think like Tizo and Don Toliver is. I didn't really expect it, but it makes a lot of sense now that I've heard it.
Yeah, absolutely. So while I don't know if I would say this is better than like Heaven or Hell from 2020, I think it is better than Life of a Don from last year. But like I think that still the expansion I'm seeing, it feels intentional. And yeah, it's a pretty easy straight through listen. The deluxe put it at 20 songs total, which is kind of just, I think at this point we just accept like we're getting 20 song albums, and you pick out what you like. But Don is really good at what he does, and he's continuing to kind of hone that ability. So I've been listening to Lovesick a lot. I think it's probably my favorite album of the year so far. That and the Lil Yachty project. But yeah, I really enjoyed Lovesick. So. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's our chat. We are going to jump into our slide deck.